because I'm running out of space on my collection, and so I needed to see if there was any chance of me beating this game by the time the collection would be ending. And spoiler, unlikely. Hmm. That's what's going on. Yep, people are angry. So that's what the light show at the towers was about. But but you kids pulled off a genuine miracle this time. Let me give you your reward first. Adios knows you've earned it. All right, I want 20,000 per tower. All right, because we deserve it. Dog. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ooh, we got Death Below 1. Still, what madness we've fallen into. I never thought being deprived of orbments would throw us into this much chaos. No kidding. Sort of makes you realize just how dependent we've become on orbital power. It's true, communication, transportation, defense, production, every single major function of society is effectively paralyzed at this point. For most people, I think the real worry will be the lights in the kitchen. From the sounds of it, the city was really in a tizzy last night. That's being kind about it. People were mobbing the guild house, the Orbital Workshop, the mayor's mansion, all demanding answers. It was awful. Everyone wanted to know what had happened, and I had no answers to give. Frenzied fools practically kept me up all night. I see. Sorry, Lugrin. With the floating city on top of all this crap's getting dire. Feels like we're one step away from a freaking panic. Well, the people of Liberl love peace, so I do not personally expect a riot immediately. Should the situation continue for too long, however, people may begin to lose hope. Yes, we must do something about this and quickly. So then, everyone, what's this plan you said Russell has to bring back the dead, turn the water into ambrosia, and save us all? Bring back the dead? Well, Professor Russell's come up with a new invention that isn't too far off. Is it a jetpack? This, everyone, is my latest invention, a zero-field generator. Zero-field what now? Put simply, you are aware of the special warp field the Gospels produce, yes? This is a circuit which produces a field to nullify that warp via a resonance. Does not qualify as simple under any definition. If I understand correctly then, Professor, this can actually reverse the orbital shutdown phenomenon. Whoa, what? Is that true, Professor? Prevent it more specifically, but just so. Ultimately, the shutdown phenomenon is just orbital energy being absorbed by the Gospels. Where the energy went was a mystery, but having come this far, I think we finally have an answer. To the floating city, to the Ariel. It is the only answer which makes sense. The Ariel uses the little holes between dimensions generated by devices which we call Gospels to cause the phenomenon. Gospels are, all things considered, small holes, so the area affected was thankfully minor. With the Ariel made manifest once again, however, that area has grown immensely, enough to engulf the entirety of Liberl and even beyond our borders, I imagine. All of Liberl. So that's what's causing all this. Yes, I find it likely that every orbment in the country, without exception, has stopped working. However, the zero field generator can stop the interference of the Ariel, which is to say, put it next to an orbment and that orbment will work just fine. Wow, Professor, that's amazing. So we fire that thing up and everything's cool then? Not quite, I'm afraid. The area this prototype can protect is limited. It can shield at most an orbment you could carry in 2 hands. That's small, aw. Well, heck. That kind of limits what we can do, doesn't it? The other problem is I only have so many of them. Even as a favor for Cassius, I could only put 16 of them together. 16? That's actually a lot, if anything. Wait, Dad asked you for these? Yes, he requested that I work on these a while back, actually. I scarcely even imagined a crisis on this scale at the time, but it seems he did. I see. Just as I'd expect from Cassius, always seeing further than any other man. That being the case, though, pretty clear how we should use these things, I think. Ah, you're a sharp one, Father. I don't quite follow. So in a crisis like this, the thing you need more than anything else is fast, accurate communication. Whether it's about the society throwing bears at people, or where goods need to be taken, if you communicate, you're up a creek. Alright, we're dropping a lot of frames now. Meaning, they should be used to restore communication devices all over Liberl. Is that about the size of it? Bingo. That is a good idea. For the military, not being able to use our guns or airships is dire. Not having communications between headquarters and our forces is even more serious, however. We should restore communications between Gransel Castle, the Haken Gate, and Leyston Fortress ASAP. The guild's in the same boat, in a way. If the branches can't get in touch, it'll be hard to mount any response to anything that might happen. It sounds as if we're all in agreement then. Well then, Captain Schwarz, I'll provide 10 zero-field generators to the Royal Army. That should give you enough to cover the Arseal, the capital, the gate, Leyston, and all regional posts. You have my thanks, Professor. I'll order my men to distribute them immediately. And the remaining 6 go to the Bracer Guild. That should be enough to restore the phone in each guild branch. We'll get right on it. We'll see to them. We'll see them safely there. What? You can get the phone working? That would be a great help. Please set up that 0 whatever it was right away. No problem. Peter, would you do the honors? Sure. Give me just a second. To open the lid and put the ZFG inside. Okay. You would love for her dad. He knew what was going to happen and he told him what to build, not to stop it. Well, you know, you can only prepare so much. I mean, if you don't know what the Ariel is, it's kind of hard to prepare a way to stop the Ariel, but I guess to stop the orbital shutdown. Maybe this is just like a step in the right direction. Done. It's all set to go. That was kind of faster than I thought it'd be. All you really need to do is put it in the right spot inside the phone. Okay, now for the moment of truth. You to flip the switch on the phone. Ooh, you did it. Nice. Looks like it really does let orbital devices work. So, next I need to test to see if the phone will actually connect. I'll try calling Grandpa. He's on the Arseal, which should have a working phone. It'll dial the phone number. Hello? Ah, Grandpa. Yeah, it's me. I'm at the Guildhouse in Bowes right now. Yeah, it's okay. It works great. Okay, I will. You do your best too, Grandpa. I think it's connecting okay. No kidding. Professor Russell's saved us again, it seems. I'll have to drown Russell in beer and steak next I see him. You can drown me in some steak. I want some steak. Speaking of thanks, Russell seems to be aboard the Arseal still, but where did the princess and that churchman get off to? Oh, they both headed to Gransel at dawn with Captain Swords. Chloe said she wanted to talk to the Queen, and Kevin said something about the Archbishop, I think. I see. I imagine the royal family and the church have their own crises to deal with right now. The good news is, they agreed to deliver a zero field generator to the Capital Guildhouse for us. I would expect to get a call from Elnan at some point. Excellent. Coordinating with him will help. You lot are off to the remaining guild houses, I take it? Yep, that's the plan. What I'd really like to deal with is that floating city, but wouldn't we all? Seems like our society friends are already there, too. We can't lay a darn finger on them with our airships grounded. Real heroic spot to be in, huh? There's little point in flogging ourselves over it. Right now, we must focus on what can be done. Yeah. Yes, let's get to it. Please form your party. Okay, now I'm even in more of a pickle.
Let's do it! Ready?
Now I've lost all of my spellcasters. Okay, obviously airship travel is right out for this, so we'll be walking. Where should we go first, Roland or Rouen? Neither choice is better than the other, really. All of the guild houses need working phones, so all we could do is pick a direction and go. Good point. Joshua's got it, I think. No matter which way we go, I'm betting we'll have to have our work cut out for us. We have sworn to help those in need, after all. Yeah, okay then. During the shutdown phenomenon, only characters equipped with a zero field generator can use Orbital Arts. Equip a generator in the accessory slot to use it. Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Furthermore, as Tita uses an orbital cannon, she cannot act in any way other than movement or her gunpowder-powered cannon Impulse S-craft without a generator. That just makes Tita even worse. We have 4 of them. This is some bull crap. This is some bull crap. Alright, Agate, you don't need whatchamacallit, so fortunately for you, you're actually totally and completely fine. Give you one of those. I guess I'll give you a buzzer. This is mega bad. Now imagining that on Nightmare, this is mega bad. Looks like I did get their quartz. I can plan around this a little bit. We'll keep it that way. Doesn't have action though. Oh, you can. Oh. Hmm. Okay. Oh, what's going on? Why are all these people looking up at? I see. So that's it. Floating city. It's so huge. It's overwhelming seeing it from down here. Well, I can understand why the civvies are freaking out. We might not be able to do a heck of a lot, but times like this are when bracers have to step up. We gotta do our best to make this better and give the citizens some peace. Yeah, let's hurry. Okay. New equipment? No. And can you do anything with your orbital factory? Oh, welcome. I'm sorry you've come all this way, but we're currently not taking in any business. None of our equipment is working, you see. Oh, right. That's some kind of problem, isn't it? We can't manufacture quartz or upgrade our slots. We're kind of in trouble. Yes, it would be kind of a waste of our generators. True, but I wonder, given the nature of our toys, I think the solution may be right in front of us. Really? Think we can use the factory? Well, can't we? Our ZFGs can restore operation to any orbital device, after all. Right, of course. ZFG? What are you talking about? Let me explain. Blah, 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 restored. That's absolutely incredible. Please, by all means, I'd love it if it worked. Okay, let's give it a shot then. Just give me a moment then. Activation, restore the power to the factory's tools. Equipment's working. Awesome. That worked well for the moment. Unless we leave the ZFG here, though, it won't fix the problem permanently. And given our mission, you better hurry then. So if you want to modify your orbits, now's your chance. Alright. Here, Create that one. And then that one. Okay, Joshua. Actually, I should probably look at ports just in case. Oh, we can craft an eagle eye now. That's weird. Oh, we can craft a cloak. It's also weird. Alright. Joshua ran out of air. Yep. Just think, no healing. Well, I'm surviving so far. This is pretty rough. Alright, I don't have any, I don't have to worry about any encounters. So, just gonna head on over. Though I do need to fight some of those wisdoms to get HP 4. We'll just say that I've lost my chance. Coming through. Oh man, those guys are still around. Could go to the farm to check how Estelle's friends are doing. if I cared about Estelle's friends. Hold on. See if you got any new equipment. Joshua, finally back, huh? Hey, Elgar. Glad to be back. Yes, well, you look a little bit more mature. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. It's great that you guys are talking, but we have places to go and people to meet. I wanna see if we can trigger a scene by going to the house. I'm curious. Guess not. With all that dialogue that this game has, that would have been a great thing to have right there. Like, oh, it feels good to be home. See, I told you I'd bring you home, Joshua. Like, yeah, you did tell me. I'm sorry I ran out. Blah, 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 this and that. Yada, yada. Oh, I didn't check the boards. I'm not going to do the side quest, but I could have checked them. Oh, my. Hi, Aina. Aina. We're back. Aina, hello. Jera, Estelle? Joshua? Oh, thank Adios, you're safe. I was so worried. Something bizarre happened at the tower while you were there. It got a bit hairy, yes. But we managed to come out with most of our limbs. I imagine things have been no picnic here either. Yes, there's been a lot of frightened talk. And no one's done anything foolish yet. Or but no one's. Father Divine and Mayor Klaus have been working hard to keep everyone calm. It's helped. I see. Putting all that aside, though, Joshua, I'm glad you've come home. Yes. I'm sorry I've caused everyone to worry. It's all right. As a guild receptionist, you bracers are a bit like my children, especially when it comes to a certain pair of someones whom I gave their first bracer notebooks to. The mother in me is just glad to see her children return safe. Aina, I don't. I told you everyone still cares, Joshua. Oh, Aina. There's a lot to talk about, actually. That floating island to start with, yes? Do you have any idea what that thing is? Could you tell me? Right, to begin with. Told her about all the stuff. I see, so that's the Ariel. It isn't even close to what I thought it might be. It sounds like there's little we can do about it for now. Yeah, it's frustrating, but there it is. We need to restore some semblance of order before worrying about anything else. And it'd be nice to have a working phone in that case. Could you go ahead and get us set up then? Yes, just a moment. There we are. It should work now. I wonder if you bring Tita if she does this. Sounds like it's working. Should work now. You won't be able to make calls until the receiver's phone is also functional, though. Thank you. This is a big help. Thank you, everyone. I'll repay you for this someday. Well, in that case, your treat the next time we go out for drinks, then. All right, then. Well, good to know there are some constants in the universe, I suppose. Well, we gotta move on and get the rest of the guild going, but need anything else? Actually, could you check the board to see what's posted? Also, if you could swing by the outskirts of Roland and check on things, I'd be grateful. I'm worried about the Maga mine. Well, it's so far away. Where Ridge is right now. When did something happen at the mine? It's nothing serious, he was on guard duty. You remember how the cave-in a while back opened a tunnel to a monster nest, right? A few days ago, the mining crew began a serious effort to close that tunnel off. And then right in the middle of that, I can understand your worry. Yes, if you have some time, it would be nice if you could check on them. Okay, sure. We'll check on all the places outside the town we know are inhabited, like Teal's place in the mines. Yes, let's keep an eye out. I appreciate it. Phone fixed. You can call the team from another branch in Roland. If you wish to call them, select Call Allies. Speaking to Aina. Interesting. Some monsters. The pay is atrocious. Alright, she wants me to check in on people. I ain't got time for that. There's one thing specifically that I wanted to look up. Quartz fine. Yeah, where do I get strike 2 and all that good stuff? What was I looking up? Oh, I don't remember. There we go. Yeah, so it requires all of that stuff. Latir All 22. 300 EP. Oof. Well, there's Athelos. 180 EP. Jesus. I feel like I can get that. But there was still something that I came over here for. I specifically wanted to look at. This. So we got Deathblow 1 Aquamaster is the next one, a fishing rod. There's no way we're gonna get up to C plus. So we'll just take our D plus rank and be okay with it.